Talking to being weed on by tramps. I'd like to introduce the next act on the stage, Mr. Lewis Barnes, ladies and gentlemen.
What's in the bag? What's in the bag, everyone? Well, I'm not going to tell you just yet. I'm going to leave you in suspense. Think of this bag as a segment from something like This Morning. You know, when Holly Willoughby and Phil Schofield are all like, hey, stick around because at like 11, there's going to be like Robson Green on the show. He's going to be talking about moths for about 10 minutes. So, yeah. If daytime television has taught me anything, it is the art of anticipation. So, I'm going to take us quite in the bag just yet. Bear with me, bear with me. I'm going to put the bag there. Watch me, not the bag. So anyway, I best tell you a bit about myself. I'll start from the top. Got a weird shaped head. Yeah, you may notice protrudes a lot at the back. Some people say it's a distinguished head. Others say it's a dinosaur head. Probably doesn't help that I'm so skinny, I'm very thin. My mum said it was like giving birth to a chopper chop. Big head, thin body. You may also notice that this head resides in a body that is more limbs than actual torso. My girlfriend prepared me to a spy the other day, that felt great. I bought a suit recently, and my only suit that I own. I don't know what it says about them. But you may notice I wear my jeans down here. Now, that's not me trying to be fashionable, you know, boxers on my shirt, that's not me trying to fit in. It's trying to be fit in with, so I look normal, really, because my waist is up here. If I wore my trousers normally, I'd look like a granddad. And that's what worries me, because obviously when you wear a suit, it has to be fitted. So I went in there, and I said I need a suit with 30 waist, 30-inch waist, 34-inch legs. They're quite ridiculous measurements for a man. Right? And I said to the lady, I said, 30-inch waist, 34-inch leg. And she gave me a look that said, they're quite ridiculous measurements for a man. And well, she was brilliant, it was great, but I just thought, you know, I'm 24 now, my waist is here, and as we all know, as you get older, the waist only gets higher. So surely by the time I'm like 60, it's going to be here, and I'm going to be about 90, I'll just be like a head on legs. It's like an egg, and people call me Humpty, satirising and used with terrible posture and my egg appearance. So, who knows? Now, some of you may think I look a bit familiar. We've been here before, I don't know. You might think, hey, that guy looks a bit like Stephen Merchant. I've not had that before. Some people might say, hey, that guy looks a bit like a young Paul O'Grady, because that's a compliment, thanks, cheers. Some people might think, hey, he looks a bit like the cartoon bad guy from Fairly Odd Parents, Mr. Crocker, the evil teacher. Yeah, laughed it up, thanks, cheers. Now, they're all genuine people I've been compared to, but none of them compare, ladies and gentlemen, to this genuine comparison I got. Now, it's the fact they said I looks like, not sounds like, no, it's like, looks like, you look like Kermit the Frog. If you're not familiar with Kermit the Frog, he is a green frog, it's in the name, from the Muppets. Now, to reiterate my point, just going to turn my back on you, because that's a professional thing to do. I've drawn a little picture here. Let's Kermit the Frog, okay? Good, we all recognise him as Kermit the Frog, this is good. Now you may notice, he's green. Got a lovely little collar there, okay. Long legs, okay, we share that similarity. But, well, he's a frog. He's made of green felt, not fleece. Sorry, no, I got that wrong actually. He's made of green fleece, not felt. It's a common mistake that it was made from felt, as I just said previously, but actually they're made of fleece. Educational fact, you can take that away with you. Yeah, good. Educational. At least I've not been funny tonight, I've been educational, that's the main thing. So anyway, go with the frog. Most notably, a frog. Now, we all know this guy, right? It's a very good likeness, I'd say. Now, your first question is going to be, why have you drawn yourself naked, Lewis? Well, Kermit the Frog's always naked. Unless he's in disguise or he's playing Muppet Man, he is always naked. So it's only a fair comparison that I do myself naked. Your second question is going to be, where's the wedding tackle? You may notice there's just an area there, and you know, surely in an argument where I'm saying I don't look like Kermit the Frog, to give myself an area like Kermit the Frog only suggests that I look like Kermit the Frog. Now, it's mainly for two reasons. The first one being, how big would I draw? Because you know, I don't want to draw on too big ladies, you know, I don't want to give it away too much, but I don't want to sell myself short. So, second one being, I'm not going to draw my own cock and balls. So, I think you'll find that I look nothing like Kermit the Frog. So there you go. Right, I suppose I should tell some jokes. First one being that recently, bought a dog for protection. You know, it's getting dark these days, it's winter, you may have noticed. So I bought a dog for protection, but instead of protecting it, it just went around questioning things. You're laughing already, I haven't got to the punchline, I had a little rough little laughter, that's quite nice. Yeah, you just went around questioning things. Turns out I bought a Rottweiler. Get in there, come on everyone! It's going to be a good night. Right. My brother just had a kid. I say just that, she's 2 years old, it's been 2 years, get over those, it's alright. But point B, little Tallulah Fitzgerald Barnes, that's the name, ridiculous name. She's got very expensive tastes. It was her birthday recently. And for that birthday, 2 years old, I bought her 2 Gucci handbags melted down. Apparently she wants some of that Gucci goo everyone's talking about. Bam, number 2. Come on, there we go. Right, we're going. Quick gaps. It's good. It's good. Keep them coming. Now, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, I'm actually quite a stressful guy. I get stressed a lot. And because of that, a friend recommended that I take a B complex. Now, for those of you who are not aware what a B complex is, there are many different B vitamins in the world. We all know what B vitamins are. Give me a cheer for B vitamins, everyone. Ah, you love your B vitamins, you healthy critters. So the point being, I got myself a B complex. And I went in a popular health food shop and I said, hey you working in the shop, do you have a bee complex? And he turned to me and said, no, it's more of an irrational fear of wasps. That went down a hell of a lot better than I thought it would, to be honest. Now, the point being, my friend John, he loved that joke. That was his favourite joke. Unfortunately, John's dead. Yeah, that's it, laugh. Hilarious. Laugh at death, it's going to be a good night, you're a good crowd. Point is, John's death was tragic. I'm going to get a bit emotional for a second. John's death was tragic because he was a great guy and he loved Milky Bars. He was, and in a way, he's undoing, little fucker. But yeah, we were out at Morrison's and the Milky Bars were half price and they were there. And, you know, like you get pyramids of things when they're on offer. And he just went at them like a madman. And you know, normally you got to a stack of things and you take from the top. Not John, not that day. John, she took it from the bottom, right? And the Milky Bars just fell. And he was crushed instantly by Milky Bars. And he just looked at me and with those eyes, he just, I could tell that was going to be it. It was the last time I was going to see him. He looked at me and said, Lewis, the Milky Bars are on me. Yeah. But he's dead, so it doesn't matter. Anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the point of my show, this is my show, where we reveal the contents of the bag. I wanted to create a bit of hype, but I got carried away making you all laugh. So, the bag, remember the bag from the start of the show. We're going to round of applause for the bag. Hooray! It's going to be a bit of a faux pas at a comedy show. It's a book of jokes. Now, there's an air of disappointment in the room because you all probably thought the bag contained wonderful, wonderful things. And I'd like to imagine it's the same disappointment I got when I received this book. Because as a sort of wannabe comedian, that's the last thing you want to get. Now, I've got numerous problems with this book. So again, I've got numerous problems with this book because it's got jokes for blokes, first off. That's where it starts. It's not really the most manly of men. And that title kind of suggests it's going to be, it's got a block doll on the front, don't you can see that? That helps, yeah. It's got a block doll on the front and there's a man holding a banana in a suggestive manner. It's jokes for blokes, it's going to be hilarious, blokes. Women, you're gonna hate this bit, but the men, they do it, it's jokes for blokes. Let's get manly about it. And he's always holding some watermelons or the breasts. It's blokes, jokes for blokes. Women get hating this bit, but men, jokes for blokes, come on. Get right. There's a rhino and a sheep. Rhino, sheep, men, blokes, you love it. Rhino, sheep, men. Women, you lost, you love women. Rhinos, what? Sheep? What? But yeah, it's all good. Second thing about this book is it's written by well endowed, and Phil McCracken. Jokes for Blokes, written by Llewellyn Dowd and Phil McCracken. I don't know if you quite see what they've done there. It's a bit like a book on how to make sausages by Frank Thurter. Yeah, you with me? Llewellyn Dowd and Phil McCracken. Now, I was really disappointed when I received this book as a Christmas present. That aside, and the title, I thought it's just going to be a sexist riddle, just jokes and jokes, you know. And the section on blondes is actually 16 pages long. It's actually the longest section in the book, so that didn't surprise me. However, ladies and gentlemen, I turned to the section Violence and Jokes for Blokes. The section Violence and Jokes for Blokes, you think, oh, violence, blokes, violence, it's going to be blokey. The first joke, ladies and gentlemen. Some yob attacked me down the local park tonight with a bat. I was really impressed at how well he had trained it. Okay, I didn't get quite that. When I first read that, this joke, I thought, this book has redeemed itself. So much so that I read that one joke and then put it back on the shelf and haven't read it since until tonight. So there you go. Anyway, that book is missing perhaps what I view as the best joke I've told. It's not from my own, it's another classic. Hopefully you don't already know it. If you've seen me before, you might know it now. But it's my favourite joke. I believe it is the greatest joke of all time. And that joke being the two chimps in a bath. Put your hand up. I say put your hand up, it's a comedy girl, I can't really see you. Give me a woo if you have two chimps in a bath. One person, this is going to be a good evening. Okay. Two chimps in a bath. One says, woo, the other one says, put some coal in there. That's not a ripple. Let's run through that joke because I don't, there was a bit of laughter, but the other people started ungrateful of what I'm offering. So let's run through that again. Two chimps in a bath. There's a humorous image. They're chimps. They're nature's comedians. They're hilarious. They're in a bath. They're wacky. It's great, right? One says, James Overton. One says, of course he does. He's a chimp. That's what chimps say. You know, it's good. And then the other one says, put some coal in because we're in a bath. Right? We're in a bath. Like baths are hot. Again, I'm not winning everyone over, this is what I was going to say. Ladies and gentlemen, especially you, you're very straight face right now, so you're not having any of this there, no. No, right, okay. What it is, love, right, there's two chimps, right? One of them goes, that's what chimps do, yeah? You see what they do? Good, right? And then the other one says, put some coal in there, because I know chimps go, but this one can talk, and for the benefit of this joke, that one can talk, it's brilliant. Now, by the time that's you, I've lost everyone else, so just to really hammer the point home. Two chimps in a bath. It's humorous image, it's great, right? If chimps are famous for anything, it's drinking tea, throwing feces at one another, swinging tyres, but for the benefit of this one, they're in a bath, right? Where there's a comical little bath cap there, because they're wacky guys, right? And that one there, he's going, as a monkey does. I mean, it's a hard monkey chimp, as chimps do, they're famous. And they want put some coal in there, because we're in a bath, and it's hot, and there's steam coming out of the bath. I was making this picture by, really hammering home, but I think you all got it pretty much on the first blow, and I've kind of milked it for all as well. But two chimps in a bath there, the cleanest joke you'll ever hear. Dan got it. Wait, right, ladies and gentlemen, you have been absolutely wonderful. Thank you very much for letting me ramble at you for 5, 10, maybe 15 minutes. But yeah, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your night. Good night.